to PWE Music. I'm Dr. Patrick Engler, and we're continuing our All-State Video Resource Series. In this video, we're once again covering South Carolina, and this is the Region All-State Solo for the clinic level soprano clarinet. Let's get into it. So the main component of this etude that I would like to cover first is the articulation. And this is going to mainly apply to the allegro agitato sections where we have different articulation patterns and different articulation styles. So we want to remember our golden rule for articulation: tip of the tongue, tip of the reed. And from that, we want to be as light as possible. I know we have staccatos and accents, and it's a little bit more, well, agitato, agitated, of a feel here, but we really want to avoid trying to punch the reed and really be very, very hard and pecky with our articulation. Remember, the faster we go, the lighter we go. The lighter we are with our articulation, the clearer and the more nimble we can be with this etude and playing it up to speed. Plus, just getting a good light articulation is a good goal in and of itself. So you can use this etude as a means to that end. Challenge yourself to get your articulation as light as possible. See how fast you can go in this allegro section. Another consideration that we have with this etude is the various offbeat entrances that we have. So if we're looking at the first section, we have a lot of entrances coming in on the and of the beat. If we look at our endings, we have triplet sections where we're coming in on the second triplet of the beat, where we have the downbeat as a rest. In both cases, we want to make sure to get a good breath as early as we can, so we're not gulping and coming in late. That is a surefire way to get yourself behind and feel like you need to rush to catch up. Take your time, make sure you get a good breath, and if you don't need to take a breath, don't take a breath. A lot of times we use these rests as an opportunity to kind of gulp and prepare for later, when many of us can play 2, 3, or 4 measures in a row, no problem. So if you don't need to take a breath, don't take a breath, and keep yourself in time and keep moving forward without feeling rushed. Another very difficult thing that this etude features is a lot of octave leaps. So when we have octave leaps, this is an opportunity to really work on our tuning and do our best to make sure that that leap is as in tune as we can make it. Octaves are very easy to pick out when they're not in tune, since it's just a unison, really, that's separated by the octave. So it's much easier to tell than other intervals when it's not in tune. So when you're practicing, do your best to play those octaves slowly. Make sure that the fingerings you're using are working. Make sure all your embouchure and everything else are set so that that octave can be as in tune as possible. And that'll be a really, really good point of refinement that will show off your skill that other people may not think about. The final point that I'd like to hit on with this etude is tempo. So I know that we have written tempos in this etude: 104 for the allegro agitato, 88 for the andante cantabile. And the danger here is that in the allegro section, we're going to want to push forward and go faster and faster. Do your best to keep it in check. 104 is quick for some of us, but it's really not like blazing fast. Avoid the temptation to go too quick. Conversely, when we get to the andante, avoid the temptation of slowing down and getting slower and bigger and just too tubby with the tempo. Keep it moving forward, make it nice and flowing, and you'll have an easier time achieving that, since you're not trying to stretch your breath too much further than it can go. And we'll keep it flowing, and it'll be great. So watch your tempos, make sure not to go too fast for the allegro, not to go too slow for the andante. Practice with the metronome, make sure those are locked in. That about covers it with my notes on this etude. If you have any questions or maybe something that I didn't get to, be sure to drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to address it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the other videos we've been doing. And we'll catch you in the next one. Happy practicing.